Hi folks, here we have a Fender guitar amp. Now, before we begin, don't you dare worry, you won't have to hear me play any guitar or any musical instrument. And let me just remind you, that's probably a really good thing for you. Because I can't play any instrument. So why do I work on a guitar amplifier? Well, it's because it's someone I know. And I can still plug something into it. And this is mainly just a checkout. There might not be anything wrong with it except maybe clean the controls. I don't know. But this was probably from the 90s. I was playing, and it's a heavy whistle. Pro Fender 70 watts. Model number not there, it's worn off. And as you can see, this is a tube set. Or if you're in other countries, valves. But we don't call it here in the United States. Let's plug this baby in and see what she does. Turn the volume all the way down. And we're just going to leave this extremely long cable from the computer. We're going to play audio through it. That's plugged in. Let's flip her on and see what she does. Tube was set, we'll have to wait for it to warm up. Power light is on. It's getting way too loud. Let's turn that down some. Turn that down some. I've never worked on a guitar amp. It probably, I thought it was a... Yeah, jack's bad. This is not a good way to test it. And if I'm doing something wrong, you can let me know. I've never messed with a guitar amp. I just saw input, I figured I could just run a line level input into it. It's probably the wrong kind of thinking. Here's my screwdriver. To find a way of doing the termination on it. We're getting buzz. I think the jack's bad. Alright, dirty tube sockets, and I say a bad connection. I really don't know what I'm doing, folks. There's a lot of hiss in it. Wasn't really sure what that would be on a tube amp. So it was just... It's not all that impressive. We'll see though. Remember, when messing with tube equipment, be very careful. Because unlike solid state, once it's unplugged, once it's turned off, it still can hold a nasty charge. Like I said, I have really no clue about how to use one of these babies. I've never even had a guitar in my hand, not long played one. I think these caps could be bad. I don't know though. There's not much to this amp. Yeah. Since I don't like getting shocked, we're gonna check these caps because. Alright. Okay. I put half a volt. Half a volt. Half a volt. Half a volt. Okay. We'll check the caps and all sorts of stuff on here, but this is a little bit above my knowledge. But, we'll certainly give it a try. These just come off. We'll see a set screw on them. Knobs will come off. Okay. Okay. That really went high flying, didn't it, folks? Found it though. Oh boy. I need to be more careful with this one. Oh, I'm getting right off. Okay. You know what? We don't have to do that to check these caps. You idiot. Two ohms. I'll have to look in that for 5 volt. $1.8. But it's just the same 4 ohms. These caps could be bad. I'll have to check up on the computer. 5 ohms. We might have some bad caps. I don't really like that brand. Okay. Those caps are not good if they go over 2.4 ohms. I'm gonna pull one of them out and test out a circuit and see what it actually measures. I got the board out and I'm just now waiting on the solder sucker to warm up, and we're going to take one cap out and test it and see how it goes in terms of capacity and everything. And that jack looks very bad in terms of corrosion. Yeah. Well, I'll be back when it's all warmed up. Yep, these caps are indeed bad. As I measured out circuit, it gave me 4 ohms of ESR, and this is a 500 volt one, so we should be looking right there, no more than 1.8. And since this is a guitar amp, and all of them are, need to be pretty good quality for it to sound good in this tube amp, this is unacceptable. Now, I'll have to see if the guy wants me to buy these or not. If not, the video will just be uploaded. If he does want me to do it, we'll pick up once I have the parts. Hi, folks. Well, we got the capacitors and the desoldering blade, as you can see. So I say it's time we get to work on replacing these capacitors. It's going to be easier said than done because of how long the lead spacing is, but well, I'll get it done. I didn't break it though. It works as good as when I got it. Just from LEDs, electrical because isn't anything in here that's going to cause hiss except it just being too sensitive. Well, get this thing back together, and that is all, folks.